Since 1938. Matson celebrating 25 years of commitment to Guam, Micronesia, and the CNMI. Cars Plus Hyundai, home of the Kona electric vehicle, an electric heart with an SUV soul. Test drive yours today at Cars Plus. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it, and King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Ahead on your news leader, trial continues for the traditional healer and officer of the law, accused of the heinous crime of sexual assault. Also, a very scary situation here in Harmon, as a man steals an airsoft gun from a school campus and threatens staffers. And candidates have picked their places on the Decision 2022 ballot. These stories and more coming up on KUAM News Primetime.
Hafide and good evening, everyone. I'm Hannah Devanzo, and thank you for tuning in to your news leader. Trial continues in Superior Court for Suruhanu and former police officer for the Port Authority of Guam, Frank James San Nicolas. He's being accused of raping a woman at Tangisan, and today the alleged victim took the stand. We should warn our viewers that some of the material may be graphic in nature. KUAM's Kobe Onadera reports.
During opening statements, the defense argued that evidence will show consent and that no one said no, but her testimony today explained otherwise. I did not want to be penetrated means I did not want to be penetrated, and the moment that somebody does that to you, they have violated your consent, said the alleged victim during her testimony in Superior Court. As KUAM News reported, San Nicolas is a local Suruhanu and former police officer for the Port Authority of Guam. He's being accused of raping the victim in May of 2020, who went to Tangisan to connect spiritually. He allegedly approached her and said they could go to a cave to connect with the ancestors. The victim revealed they originally went to the cave to meditate and meet the Magahaga. San Nicolas began rubbing coconut oil on her and described it to be a sacred item. Believing it was not a sexual act, the victim allowed San Nicolas to undress her. San Nicolas then allegedly penetrated the victim before she pushed him off and expressed she was done with the meditation. The victim revealed she was confused about the alleged event and testified that she wasn't originally sure if penetration was part of the healing ceremony. The victim explained that this experience had greatly affected her spirituality and trust. Trial is set to continue next week, Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. with Judge Arthur Barcinas. Kobe Onadera for KUAM News.
Police responded to a reported active shooter at St. Paul's School in Dededo this morning. A man broke into a classroom and stole an airsoft gun and threatened school employees with it. KUAM's Nestor Lecanto reports from the scene.
The incident at the Dededo campus took place in broad daylight. A man apparently broke into a classroom and was later confronted by an employee. St. Paul's principal Neil Pineda says, fortunately, classes are not in session.
He stole some items in one of the rooms, and one of the items that was in the room was a airsoft gun. And so, hence, we had this active shooter scenario that happened. But it was an airsoft gun that was owned by one of our staff members here. And he had just grabbed that, and he was using that to threaten people. Thankfully, that's what it was. There's no students. Obviously, we're in summer, and so there was nobody that was in danger except for our staff here. But all of them are safe and sound, and that's good news.
Jin was part of a construction crew that was working at the campus.
We didn't get to see the guy. We just saw the employee running out, and the other employee ran to us and told us to stay back here, because there's an active shooter in there.
He says they grew alarmed with all the commotion.
Oh yeah, we don't want to get shot. There was a lot of cops here with a lot of guns, so there's going to be, I thought they were going to have a shootout, but I'm glad it didn't happen. So
the multiple police units that responded quickly cleared the campus and launched a search of the surrounding Booney area for the escaped thief, now armed with an airsoft gun. For KUAM News, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Late this afternoon, police confirmed that the suspect remains at large and the investigation is continuing. An update on the human remains found off Mendioca Street in Dededo on Thursday morning. A photo ID located at the scene has led Guam Police Department detectives to believe that the remains are that of a male, possibly in their late 50s to early 60s. Detectives also noted there were no indications of a struggle and no apparent signs of foul play. The identity of the man is being withheld pending notification of next of kin and confirmation from the medical examiner's office. As KUAM broke Thursday morning, officers could be seen scoring an area that was blocked off by yellow crime scene tape near Mendioca Street and Edding Street at around 10 a.m. after a caller reported they may have found human remains. The investigation is ongoing. And about 2 pounds of methamphetamine was intercepted by the feds and documents unsealed in the District Court of Guam recently. Search warrants were executed on a pair of packages. The first warrant, executed on September 27 of 2021, was for a parcel mailed from Riverside, California to a post office box in Huggett that contained 459 grams of meth. That the second, executed on October 16th of last year, contained 460 grams of suspected meth and came from Compton, California, and was mailed to a post office box in Huggett. Both packages contained similar items such as duct tape, bubble wrap, Ziploc bags, and a vacuum-sealed bag. No charges have been filed in the district court relative to the findings. In light of the Supreme Court ruling to overturn the landmark Roe v. Wade abortion case, the Guam Attorney General's office is calling on the Guam District Court to vacate a ruling that made it easier for women to obtain a medication abortion through telemedicine. Last September, Chief Judge Francis Tydenko Gatewood ordered a temporary injunction in a case brought by 2 Hawaiian gynecologists. Dr. Shadidi Radu and Bliss Kanshiro were seeking relief against provisions in local law that require that an abortion be performed in a clinic setting and that a patient must receive in-person counseling prior to an abortion. They argued that the requirements prevented them from using telemedicine to provide medication abortions. But Deputy Attorney General James Canto now argues that in light of the High Court's reversal of the landmark abortion case, Judge Gatewood should also reverse her orders that allows for abortion through telemedicine. A spokesperson for the AG said, "The filing is a procedural requirement and courts will decide the merits." In Decision 2022 news, the Guam Election Commission Board met this afternoon and certified the list of candidates for the upcoming primary election at 4 p.m. Candidates polled for ballot placement. Here's more.
The only races polled were for those where there was more than the minimum required. For the gubernatorial race, it will be incumbent Governor Lou Leon Guerrero and Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio at number 1, followed by the team of Michael San Nicolas and Sabrina Salas Matanani. On the Republican side of the ticket for legislature, you have newcomer David Crisostomo, Jesse Lujan, Attorney Thomas Fisher, Sandra Seau, Michelle Titano, incumbent Chris Duenas, and trying his luck again is Ken Leon Guerrero. He's followed by incumbent Frank Bloss Jr., and number 9 is Vince Borja, followed by former Senator Mana Silva Tyron. Incumbents Joanne Brown and Tello Tidegui follow at the 11 and 12 slots. 13 through 15 are newcomers Bistra Mendiola, Ian Kathleen, and Harvey Egna. And rounding out the list at number 16 is Shirley Sam Mabini Young. On the Democratic side, incumbents Tina Muñoz Barnes and Therese Terlahi take the top 2 spots, followed by Roy Kinata and Angela Santos at 3 and 4 respectively. At number 5 is incumbent Sabina Perez. At number 6 is Jonathan Savaris. And lucky number 7 is Daryl Chris Malafanchin Barnett. He is followed by William Parkinson at 8. Incumbents Joe San Augustine and Josie Terlahi are at 9 and 10. 11 is newcomer Alexander Duenas, followed by Fred Bordallo Jr. Amanda Shelton is at 13. 14 is John Ananich II. And David Duenas. Rounding out the list is former Senator Kelly Marsh Titano, Roy Gamboa, Dwayne San Nicolas, Franklin Meno, Armando Dominguez, and Sarah Thomas Netadog. In the congressional delegate race, former Senator Judy Wonpat pulled the top spot, followed by Senator Talina Nelson. And for the Attorney General, current AG Levin Camacho pulled number 1, followed by Douglas Moylan.
For the first time in 2 years, Guam will host a Liberation Day parade. The governor's office held a news conference today, and Guam Visitors Bureau President and CEO Carl Gutierrez made the formal announcement. GVB President and CEO announced that the Grand Marshal this year will be Our Lady of Kamalan.
For you young students over there, was Guam's Pearl Harbor. While Pearl Harbor was being attacked on December 7th, we were at the same time simultaneously being attacked here. And it was something here in Kamalan, and I'm sure he has better insights than me, a senior, that that was during the procession that was going on here, right? Preparation for the December 8th. And so that's why at this particular juncture, we want to make sure that she is now first and foremost.
It was also announced that there will be 219 free parade slots that will be assigned on a first-come, first-served basis. Sign-up will be open on July 13th at Paseo Stadium. The slots will be spaced out from the Anigua KFC to the Bank of Hawaii building. There will also be different ways of judging the floats this year. It will be voted on by the public through social media. Details will be announced later. And still to come on your news leader, the biggest job fair in years is held. And still to come, a proclamation signing is held declaring July as Relay for Life Month. These stories and more coming up next.
The rising cost of living is affecting all of us on Guam. Our administration has expanded a program. We want to pay for your child's daycare up to $675 a month per child. This means more money in your pocket to pay for other expenses like the cost of gas and groceries. The Leon Guerrero Tenorio administration is investing in Guam's future, and that starts by supporting our working families. We are all in this together, Guam.
This ad is paid for by government funds at the Office of the Governor and the Department of Public Health and Social Services.
Lunches, snacks, we got diapers for baby girl. Oh, 7:15, we gotta go. Bread, milk, gas for work. Remember to grab Joe Boy a birthday present. Half a day.
Hey, Molly, how much do you pay for daycare for the kids?
Over $600 a month. It's expensive.
Did you hear about the governor's program that covers up to $675 a month for childcare?
Wow, that would be a lifesaver with the rising cost of everything.
Check guamchildcare.com to apply. We qualified. I even booked an appointment for someone to walk me through the process.
guamchildcare.com. Okay, thanks. I'll apply today.
This ad is paid for with federal funds administered by DPHSS.
First, I want to thank you all for being with us today. Josh and I wouldn't be here without your friendship and your support. Especially the campaign supporters in every village throughout the island who have joined in our effort to keep Guam moving forward.
Our leadership has seen our people through the most frightening pandemic that our generation has ever seen. And it is about to see the most vibrant comeback of an economy in the most developed island here in the Western Pacific.
With your help and your vote, we will move forward as one people. And Josh and I will always be there for every single person and family on Guam. And I approve this message.
Subscribe to our KUAM News Digest, our weekly email newsletter with all kinds of information straight to your inbox. Just subscribe and we'll make sure to keep you informed and entertained with news from the KUAM News team, what to watch on NBC and CBS, and the latest promotions from KUAM Communications. Go to KUAM.com, click on the newsletter tab at the top of the homepage, register, and you're all set. Brought to you by Uno Go, Guam On Demand.
The governor's island-wide job fair happened today at the Riga Royal Laguna Resort. KUAM's Noah Maravilla reports.
It's the largest job fair in 15 years and with over 500 employment opportunities available in different fields of work. Island residents headed over to the Riga Royal Laguna where the governor's island-wide job fair took place. The event was spearheaded by the Guam Department of Labor and Agency Director Dave Della Sola gave a rundown on how it went.
Close to 2,000 people have come in and out of here, and I couldn't be happier. I did 2 circle arounds and talked to a lot of the employers, and some people have hired more than 20 people on the spot. Some have interviews all lined up. Some are sending them to drug testing. Everybody I talked to is so happy with the turnout.
Della Sola said some companies ran out of applications, so they had to make more or go to their office to get more. He added that he got to speak with some of the job seekers, and this is what they said.
Some of them were so happy because they got hired already. We've had at least 20 to 40 people that come up and said, I got hired, I got a job, and we're ready to go. I mean, we had one applicant that Janella talked to that says, hey, I got a full-time job. I'm looking forward to bringing my family back from the States. We're ready to move forward, and they were so happy and elated. And, that was what this whole thing's about.
Along with thousands of island residents looking for a job, one job seeker recently arrived on Guam, and he's looking to snag employment while here. Executive Chef Kyle Russ.
I've already had somebody say they're going to call me next week for an interview. It's actually been a really good experience because my resume is mostly off island, so I think people think I'm still off island. So being able to come in person and actually speak with people goes a long way for getting my foot in the door and being able to talk to people and show my personality.
70 different businesses took part in the job fair, including companies such as Payless Supermarkets, Black Construction Corporation, Bank of Guam, the Guam Army National Guard, and many, many more. Reporting for KUAM News, I'm Noah Maravilla.
And today is a big day for the Guam Regional Medical City as they celebrate their seventh anniversary. To mark such an occasion, a wave was held this morning and a celebration in the afternoon recognizing the hard-working staff. Throughout the month of July, the private hospital has several activities planned. GRMC will be collaborating with the mayor of Dededo by participating in Guam's 78th Liberation Parade, providing free giveaways to the community. On Sunday, July 31st, GRMC will hold a community health fair at the Micronesia Mall Center Court from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., where there will be free health screenings, a chance to meet the physicians, and information about their services. Earlier this morning, Governor Lou Leon Guerrero proclaimed the month of July as Relay for Life Month. Daniel Perez has the details.
It's a movement dedicated to helping communities fight back against cancer. Guam is no exception to this mission, as this morning at the Westin Resort, a proclamation signing was held to recognize July as Relay for Life Month. Event chair of Relay for Life, Joe Rios.
And it's about recognizing that we have a celebration to support our survivors, caregivers, and the relayers that are out there to provide hope and inspiration to those cancer patients that are, in their journey as they work along with the diagnosis that they have. So this is just one way for us to work towards our main event coming in July 30.
Cancer takes the lives of more than 10 million people worldwide. Organizations like the American Cancer Society and events such as the Relay for Life are on a mission to find a cure to the disease. Rios detailed more on the fundraising event happening on July 30.
We're planning a motorcade. So this is going to be the first time effort of Relay where we'll get the survivors, caregivers, and any of the relayers that will join us starting over at the Jigo Gym. We'll gather everybody at 1 o'clock and then start the motorcade at 2 and then just drive on down to Skinner Plaza. And then our event starts at Skinner at 4 o'clock. So we'll have food trucks there. We'll have the team set up with their tents, and all the relayers will be present. We'll have entertainment, and we'll have the survivors do their lap around the Skinner Plaza.
Rios added that the American Cancer Society is inviting anyone willing to help out with the event. If you're interested in learning more about the Relay for Life, contact 671-477-9451 or email edward.lee@cancer.org for more info. Daniel Perez reporting for KUAM News.
Over in the Northern Marianas, the first Liberation Day parade since the pandemic began is set to take center stage on Monday. Our regional correspondent, Tomas Manglutnia, has the details on what you can expect on the 4th.
It's all set. There's no preparation now. It's just execution. And we hope everybody is ready to go. The parade lineup is all done.
It's back bigger and better than ever.
Our theme this year is honoring our legacy as we ride the waves of change. And our legacy is what we all know our fathers and mothers and brothers and sisters had to go through after the war. They had to put their lives together, pick up the pieces.
Now he says they ride the waves of change after typhoons and amid COVID-19. The festivities already began at the Garapan fishing base Thursday night with food, drinks, and live entertainment.
We have about 60 vendors total. We have a lot of food booths, all kinds of cuisines.
The big day is on the 4th, and the parade will be led by the prior Liberation Day's Royal Court and new Grand Marshals.
They are Mike Sablon. He's going to be our 2022 Grand Marshal. For 2021, we have Don Farrell. And for 2020, we have Stanley Tudela McGuinness.
The parade begins at 10 a.m. on Monday, and the celebration ends that night with a 30-minute fireworks show.
We're really excited. This year we have the most floats that we've had since I've been working at the mayor's office and doing parade. We have 21 floats, 15 are competing.
Tomas Maglonia for KUAM News on Saipan.
Stay tuned. Up next, Dave Delgado with your roundup of local sports.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
With Prism Home Wi-Fi, I'm not just getting smart Wi-Fi that adapts and delivers consistent speeds that cater to my lifestyle needs.
I'm getting peace of mind with real-time online security that monitors every device on my network. Parental controls with the ability to filter age-appropriate content for my child.
For a limited time, sign up for Home Internet 50 or higher and get a free Prism Wi-Fi pod. Plus, new and upgrade customers will get a free $100 Hulu gift card. GTA, we start with you.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Our women's 3-on-3 national team leaves Island next week, Tuesday, with the men's to represent Guam and Singapore. The teams will be competing in the 3-on-3 FIBA Asia Cup.
Our women are also young and very excited about this experience. Cara Duenas is our veteran on the team for the trip, and we have Mia Nicholas as the main post player on the team, and we also added a couple guards, Alicia Perez and Mia Taitano, who are also going to be able to shoot the 3-ball and play that up-tempo game. So really excited about our women's team's chances in this 3-on-3.
I think this 3-on-3 tournament is a great opportunity for the women's program in general. We don't normally participate in a lot of 3-on-3 competitions. For the most part, this is my first 3-on-3 competition representing Guam, so this is a big opportunity for me to try a different style of play that doesn't involve a 5-man team. And this is just a great way to step out of my comfort zone to try something different while representing Guam.
It's going to be really key to be able to communicate with each other because there's no breaks in between plays. It's important for us to be able to transition from defense to offense so that we can get good looks quickly. Being able to score at all 3 levels is really important so that we're a threat at all times, and having players that can score at all 3 levels is really important.
Just knowing it's a high, fast-paced game, you have to be able to think and produce plays and be able to communicate and have chemistry with each other. I think that's very important in this tournament. We have a good mix of young and experienced players, and there'll be a lot of high-level competition at this 3v3 tournament. I think the outside shooting will help us a lot, especially if the teams are a lot bigger. We can have a drive and kick-out game and move the ball around, screens, and I think that having a blend of everything will help keep us together and be successful.
Majority of the players, both on the men and women's team, are returning to college basketball. So this is a summer of training and also an experience traveling to Singapore that not a lot of players get. So they're going to be ready for their college season, and I think this is going to be a way for them to just continue getting better as they grow as players.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
The rising cost of living is affecting all of us on Guam. Our administration has expanded a program. We want to pay for your child's daycare up to $675 a month per child. This means more money in your pocket to pay for other expenses like the cost of gas and groceries. The Leon Guerrero Tenorio administration is investing in Guam's future, and that starts by supporting our working families. We are all in this together, Guam.
This ad is paid for by government funds of the Office of the Governor and the Department of Public Health and Social Services.
I have a phone. I have no TV. Ooh, TV on phone. Get live TV on your phone or any device with DTV Plus from Docomo Pacific. Watch live channels or stream from your favorite apps on any device, all from your home Wi-Fi. No cable lines, no hassle, more savings. All for only $35 a month with your link bundle. DTV Plus, your cable TV on Wi-Fi. Ooh, TV on phone.
Mobile offers a new and convenient way to fuel your vehicle. Pay gas and go. No need to line up inside the store. Press preset. Enter whole dollar amount without decimals. Press Loyalty ID and enter your mobile number or insert Smiles card. Insert and remove payment card or tap contactless credit card. Begin fueling. And don't forget to grab your receipt. Pay gas and go. It's that easy.
Get ready, music lovers. The Beyond the Reef Music Festival kicks off tomorrow, July 2nd, at the Plaza de España in the heart of Hagåtña. Frankie McJohn from The John Dank Show and organizers for the festival gave the details for tomorrow's concert.
For the actual festival, and the event starts at 3. Music starts at 3, and we will be wrapping up at midnight.
Performances, 2 stages, skate demos, a farmer's market, and more. You don't want to miss the first ever Beyond the Reef Music Festival. Tickets are still available, so head to beyondthereefmusicfestival.com to grab your tickets now. And we wrap up the show with your birthday shout-outs. Here's Jason Solis.
June is over, guys. July is here officially, and that means we have some birthday celebrants to get to. So happy birthday number 7 to Aaliyah Jasmine. We love you. With much love, say Daddy-O, Mommy, Drea, and Bella. Jennifer Mendiola lived today like there is no tomorrow, for we never know what tomorrow holds. But today, we celebrate a new 45-year-old legend. Have a very happy 45th birthday, Jen. Love always, your family. And you know what? Let's celebrate Arya Jesus, because Arya was born on June the 30th. Happy belated sweet 16 birthday, Arya. We love you, and we are so proud of you. Say, Mom, Dad, and your family from Barrigada.
You can be a part of our Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by checking out KUAM.com. And it's that time of the week where we announce the winner of a yummy Cold Stone Creamery cake.
Happy extended birthday, Helentina Quintanita Pangilinan, because even though your birthday was a couple days ago, you are celebrating extra. And we go extra on this show because you are this week's winner of a Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake. Take your pick, but please, remember, we always say on the show, sharing is caring. So we hope you enjoy your ice cream cake. We hope you share it with your friends, and we hope you have an amazing extended birthday. Always your family.
And that's our show. I'm Hannah Devonzo. Thank you, and please stay safe, Guam.